Hello, how you guys doing? This is Anders Okele from FX. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, man. I just have caught some very interesting traits that I would actually like to share with you guys and stuff. So let's just look at here. Oh, there they are. So this is the gold base. Okay, this is the USD ZAR. It was the gold that I just saw. So let's just look at the gold. Okay, so I had this set up on the gold. This setup. So if you can see the gold, let's just go on the higher time frame. Okay, let's just go on the daily. Just check it out on the daily time frame. So daily, nothing much here. Oh, there it is. So if you could actually see the gold here, what it has done at this point, what it has done, it has actually been respecting this level of resistance. So you can see it's tested 1, 2, 3. So basically it's on a downtrend, so since it has respected it 3 times, so you're looking for a sell on the gold. So unless you see some sort of a reversal, we can actually start changing our mind and stuff. So if you can see here what it did here, so I was really expecting it to actually touch the space. So it did touch the space, né? So this was the base that I was looking forward for it. So I think I had this set up that it might respect this base. So it touched the base and it went up. So it touched at this level of resistance. So for a normal retail trader, what are we expecting? We're expecting the price to just drop, okay, somewhere here, and then decide to actually bounce up again. So nothing really is happening on the gold. So let's just go on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame is actually telling us what we saw on the weekly. So I have this small setup, short setup. It's a very small setup. If you can see here, just zooming it a bit, if you can see here, look at it clean. We have what you call a head and shoulder here. So there's a head and shoulder at this point. So this point here, you have this shoulder, you have this head, and then you have a left shoulder, né? Left shoulder, where's the left shoulder? There we have a left shoulder. So you have this head and shoulder. So you're expecting, remember, a head and shoulder, you're just expecting it to go for a buy, right? So you're expecting the price to just push up, going up. So if you're gonna have your take profits have to be the entire height of the head. So you just put it here, and then you put your take profits somewhere here. So it's gonna be somewhere here. So it's gonna be somewhere here. So if you're gonna go for a buy here, my biggest problem with this pattern is your stop loss. Your stop loss have to be here. The stop loss have to be just below this head. So you can't have a stop loss below this head. Just imagine the price going exactly to the stop loss and triggering a stop loss. You can actually blow your account, because this is the goal. So I only use this kind of pattern for confluence, but I only trade supply and demand manipulation. So I see a confluence here, a buy confluence, né? Then I'm going to use my strategies to actually come up with a decision. So if you could go here, so you have this bar here, and let me just see these pins, because the pins, I've explained pins, they're important. So let me just draw a nice horizontal line so to see that is it a significant level of a resistance or what. So here you see it's not significant, and then you go here, also is not significant. So you expect already the price has broken through here. It has broken through, so it's a nice buy. So if this was a significant level of resistance, so I would have went for a buy here, expecting it to retest these kind of pins and go up again if I was trading this pattern. So this is kind of interesting and stuff. So since we see a buy at this point, you see it here, going here. So yeah, just looking at the horizontal line here, this is what you have if you are drawing a vertical trend line. So we're expecting the price to just push up a bit, push up a bit, and then decide to drop, then decide to drop, basic by looking at the trend line. So this is what I have, hear me out. So this is what I'm looking at. So since I have this nice vertical trend line and it's haven't broken this trend line, so it's gonna push up a bit, so it's gonna respect this SR flip, this resistance that has become support now. So it's gonna touch up and then decide to drop again. If you can look here on your left hand side, looking at your left hand side, you have a nice significant level of an FTR. So this here, if I go somewhere here, this is a nice level of an FTR. So how do I see it's an FTR? So by looking at these pins, it's telling me that this price have rejected for a long time. So you see rejection. So just let me highlight it with the yellow line. Let me highlight it. So rejection at this point. So you see this was a nice level of support because the price was just bouncing, going up, bounce, and then it decided to break and retest. You see, after breaking, it retested and then it decided to drop. So this is going to be its first break. So this whole analysis of the head and shoulder is just a trap there. So this is what's going to happen. The price would go up a bit and then decide to drop. So we have this level here, which I'm very cautious about it. So this, at this point, if I just analyze here, you have a nice level here. So this is another level that is really tricky for me, because by analyzing here, you can see there's a lot of happening here. This is the entire base candle. So the price was just dropping and then it decided to stop a bit. So actually showing that the momentum was actually getting lower. So this could actually be my entry point if I was going to trade the gold, if I'm going to get this set up. So highlighting this entire level here, highlighting this entire level, this is a nice level. So you can see, so this is a nice level of your entry point, but it doesn't touch the exact level of the vertical line of the trend line. So it might touch with the spike and then decide to drop. So this level is actually showing me where I'm gonna place my entry point. This is where, whenever I'm highlighting a yellow zone, guys, just know that is where I'm gonna be placing my entry point. So I'm gonna enter here and then my stop loss just gonna be above this, so it's a very tricky trade. It's not an A+ trade, but this is what I'm looking at the gold. So I'm expecting the price to just move up a bit. So if I could just move my trend line just a bit further here, so I'm expecting it to drop a bit up and then decide to drop. So this is a nice level of an entry point of the gold. So this level is very nice. So let's just go and check up some other trade. Let's just go for the USD ZAR. So USD ZAR, we've missed this trade, guys. We missed this trade. This trade was very dope. So this was the USD ZAR setup. It was a nice FTR. So it's the same similar concept that the gold has. You see, the same similar concept. So you see, the price has tested these levels for quite some time, testing, and then it decided to break, and then it left the base candle right after leaving the base candle, and then it decided to drop again. So here, this is what happened. So we missed the setup, but it didn't really touch, né? It didn't really touch, man. So but you know, the market does that. Probably on other brokers, they actually touched this level, decides to drop. So it has a nice confluence of compression going to this demand zone, so it decided to drop. So you're on a sell now, so you're expecting it to drop a bit further, but actually looking this, you see, if you look at this, you can see that the price has actually broken another trend line. So it's another sell. So after breaking this trend line, it's another sell. Probably what it could actually do is actually retesting here after leaving another base candle here. You can actually go for a retracement for another sell if it's gonna go up, and then it's gonna drop again because it's a bit higher, né? So that's what you're actually looking at the USDs are. So let's just go and check out some other stuff. Let me just go and check okay, Nasdaq is very interesting these days because it's going. We've been waiting for quite some time on the Nasdaq. There is what we're looking at the Nasdaq. So hopefully it's gonna come at this level, this horizontal line. So it's been going up, pushing up for quite some time. Not just going up, but if you can go here, just looking at the price, it's been moving up and down, retracement up and down. It haven't been having a strong move going up. You know, it's been moving up and down, a bit of a compression, and then you can see here what do we have here. You have this nice quasi-mountain. So you have the shoulder. You see a shoulder here, and then you have a head. Looking at the head here, look at the head. Looking at the head here, you see the spikes, guys. The spikes are very important. I've always said that. See this rejection, and then there's the base candle. You see there's the base candle. So rejection, there's the base, and then what is going to happen? You're going to highlight the entire base. So the entire base is actually telling us it's not just a quasi-mountain that has an FTR as well. So we're looking at the price for it to actually move a bit up, a bit up, a bit. It has to move up. Once it's moved up, it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. So let's just go here. So zoom down a bit. So I'm expecting the price to just push further up and then decide to go down. Yeah, well, if you can hold this trade, guys, if you could hold this trade the entire year, man, trust me, you are driving an 845. Nasdaq, actually hold the swing in for this point from here to here and just hold this for a sell by December. Trust me, me and you will be driving Mercedes. Trust me, I'm selling my Audi. So let's just go for some other setup. Not making this video very long because I know people, people don't like watching so long stuff. So let's just go for the USD yen. So the setup, guys, all my videos I've explained the setup for quite some time. We've explained the setup, we've got it. I think I have the setup. I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna check. I think I have the setup. I've explained it. All my previous groups, like I've explained the setup. I'm gonna pause the video and actually explain. Let me just start by explaining it to you, for you to actually see what did I saw on the setup. I saw it like 2 months ago. So let's just go. Now, why the stuff are not deleting? So make sure you like and subscribe if you're still new to my channel. This is an educational channel, financial channel where we teach forex and actually help people become financial independent. So yeah, so this setup, by looking at this setup, let me just show you the setup. Before it even came here, I made a lot of money by this year, and I'm not a fan of yen pairs. I've told people to delete. They are very dangerous. So you can see here, had this set up for a long time. So if you can see from here to here to here, let me go again, from here to here, from here to here. So but just let me draw it so you can see properly. From this point to this point to this point, you see this is a butterfly, né? From this point to another point here, we have another butterfly. 1, 2. So those are just basic. That's another flag showing us, okay, this thing might actually go down. You see? Okay, let me just delete it and then show you another confluence to tell you this is a sell. This was explained. Remember, I've spoken so much about the pins, and I'm gonna explain again. Pins, guys. Pay attention to the pin. Pay attention to the base candle. So pins, and then there's the base candle. So if I'm gonna draw exactly where the last pin ended, this is where the last pin ended. You see? This is where the last pin ended. So rejection, and then another rejection, and there's the base. So highlighting the base, highlighting the base. There it is. See, it was an easy setup, so it was an easy sell. So let me just pause the video and actually show you the setup before it even happened. Let me just pause a bit. So let me just pause.